We have a witness now, I'm told, on the phone. Go ahead and Michael Palko, I appreciate you calling in. Can you tell me where you were at the time of the shooting and what exactly did you see, Michael?
Well, basically, I was just waiting around for my appointment, and all of a sudden, the nurses started shoving everybody into the same room. And I've been into a similar situation before, so I knew what was going on. I'm sitting there next to a 7-year-old girl that literally just got a cast on her arm, and try and just help her not freak out, but nobody knew what was going on. One of the nurses actually heard shots fired beforehand, but obviously didn't believe it, just out of disbelief, and turned around, and all of a sudden they'd shut down the whole building. We sat there and waited till Atlanta's Finest actually came and took care of business. But we were looking
Michael,
out through the windows. Go ahead.
What floor were you on?
I was on the 11th floor.
Okay, so that's where the shooting took place.
Apparently, I've heard so much hearsay so far. I have no idea.
Did you hear the gunshots?
The nurses heard it. I did not personally hear it.
Okay, so you did not hear gunshots.
But it's actually kind of crazy. You were just speaking about the lady at the front. She's a very sweet woman, and I saw her getting rolled out in a stretcher, unfortunately, and I really hope she's doing well.
Wow. Okay, because we have reported that one person has died, 4 others were injured. It was a female that was shot, believed to be 23 years old. So it's very possible that is who you saw, Michael. So you were up on the 11th floor. Can you tell us what type of doctors are in this building? Is it all different kinds? Do you have any idea?
It is definitely all different kinds. I personally was just doing a after surgery checkup, and that was pretty much most of the people that were in the office that I was in. Okay.
So if you were on the 11th floor and you did not hear gunshots, it was nurses that heard gunshots, it is possible that didn't happen where you were, because we have been getting a couple different reports of exactly what floor this happened on. But let me ask you, when the nurses, where did the nurses start putting patients like into separate rooms, locking the doors? Kind of describe what happened as you were there waiting.
All right, so I was basically in the waiting room, and we started to see commotion go outside. There was way too many blue lights flashing for just anything ordinary. And then all of a sudden, everybody was asked to get away from the windows and go ahead into this end room, which was like on the other side where everything was apparently going on. Well, the furthest office from the elevator as well, or the stairwell. So they obviously had a good execution and knew what to do in a time of crisis.
And we are now being told we have a name of the suspect, Michael. Stay with me. Maybe we can bring up those pictures once again of the photographs we have of this man that walked into the medical center. Police saying his name is Dion Patterson, birth date October 1998. Police saying if you see him or know anything about him, call 911. Do not approach him. He is considered armed and dangerous. So right now, police police looking for the suspect in this shooting and the death of one person, injuring 4 others, Deon Patterson. This is his picture, and now we have confirmed his name. Deon Patterson, police asking if you know him or anything about him to call 911 and give as much information as possible. And Michael, I'll just throw it out there. Do you by chance know this man or know if he was a patient there, if you've ever seen him before?
No, once again, like, all I've heard is hearsay. I heard that he was going there for something psychological, and his mother made him go, and then that's one of the people that was shot. That's all I've heard.
As in
Obviously,
his mother was
hearsay.
one of the individuals?
Correct.
Okay, and
like I said,
noted,
it's not
hearsay.
fact. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
of course.
hearsay.
That's total hearsay, of course. But that gives us a little information to pursue, and we can fact check it. So I appreciate that. How many people were in the room with you, Michael?
Oh, dozens. There was at least 20 people with me, including that little 7-year-old girl that didn't know what the heck was going on. And everybody was freaking out around her.
How did you finally get out of the building, Michael?
Well, finally, the SWAT team came through the building and asked us to all put our hands up and walk down the stairwell. But it was a very slow process because they had to check everybody's baggage. And, you know, obviously half of us are in slings and in casts and stuff like that. So it took a little bit longer. But now they're actually questioning all of us at a local hotel and going from there and trying to do what they do.
Michael, are you seeing or have you seen the pictures that police released of the man they believed opened fire inside that building?
Yes, I just saw the elevator picture.
Okay. Did you see that man at any point in time when you were in the building?
No, I can't say I did. Can't say I did. I'm glad I didn't.
So once again, Michael, we are getting information now that the suspect police are looking for in this shooting is 24-year-old Deon Patterson, black male, about 6 foot. They have his picture. They have identified him, and police are asking you not to approach him, of course, but to call 911. He is considered armed and dangerous. Michael, how about that 7-year-old girl in the cast that was sitting next to you? Was she able to connect with her parents and get out safely along with you?
Well, she was definitely, she was with her mother, and I was trying to, stay with them as much as I could because I wanted them to get out and get home because there's nothing that she doesn't need to see all that. She just went to a Taylor Swift concert this weekend. She's a happy little kid. Keep her happy. I have a 4-year-old myself, so I understand.
Exactly. You don't want to tell them too much information. You want to keep them focused on the positive. Yep. The least amount of information you can tell them about something like this, the better it is for them mentally, for sure. You're a good dad, Michael, clearly.
So,
have you been able to call your parents or your family, Michael, and tell them everything's okay?
I haven't yet. My mother's a nurse, so she's not going to get off for a couple of hours. And, same with my father as well. So.
Well, I think you need to let family know as soon as you can that you're okay, and we sure appreciate you calling in to us.
No, well, thank you for your time. I hopefully did something. I don't know.
You did. You gave us a good amount of information, and you reassured us there's good people in the world to help others stay calm in a situation like this. Michael, thank you.
There are. Absolutely. We should always remember that. Always keep everybody calm. Exactly. All right. Thank you. Have a great night.
Michael, thank you.